The penultimate game of the season. A game that usually means nothing, but for the other team, at least the home side this time, there actually is still a little bit to play for. How are you staying? What's popping? What's good? Hopefully everything is working as intended. I had a couple of audio issues just a little bit there, so just had to spend a bit of time fixing that. Hopefully everything should be loud and clear and crystal, and everything should be working as intended. We always shout out the first few. How you doing, guys? Nice to see you in early this time, my man. Hope you're doing alright. I presume you're probably keeping a tab on the game that's happening on the side as well. Don't worry, we'll be covering that along the kind of Celtic and Aberdeen one as well. I mean, there's a few games across the division tonight that actually do mean a lot for the table. I mean, there's been a couple of touches here and there about what could happen, especially down near the bottom, especially when it comes to relegation. So Johnston, they're pretty much on the ropes tonight. I mean, it will really come down to what happens between I think County and Dundee. Right? That game will be massive, I think, overall. But how you all doing? Nice to see you. Likewise with you, Flash. How you doing as well? With James, Caden, how you all doing, my guys? Hope you're doing fantastic. I mean, this is about straightforward as it gets, right? I mean, Aberdeen need to win this one to realistically keep their hopes of top three alive. I mean, I'll just quickly go through all the things that I need to go through first. Make sure they're good as intended. Yeah, like I said, we'll be keeping tabs on the other match as well, just for vibes. Figured I might as well do that just in case, because sometimes Rangers fans pop in here and they might want to see what's happening. But yeah, I mean, this is our situation, and again, the table suggests pretty much what can happen. I mean, if Hibs win, it really puts it onto Aberdeen, so Aberdeen need to get 3 points in this game. Realistically, even a draw isn't necessarily the best outcome for them. Like I said, there's a couple of really good important matches playing across. I mean, Dundee are obviously in the middle of playing right now against Rangers. Rangers aren't really playing for anything, it's more or less pride. Dundee can still technically catch Aberdeen. They would have to beat Rangers tonight though, so again, there's a few interesting scenarios that are playing out. For us though, it's our lineup. Now I want to touch on this a little bit beforehand, because we were talking a lot about this last match, how there's certain individuals that need to like actually throw hands to get minutes in this team. Turns out they don't, right? We've actually managed to get them in, right? I've been asking to see Nowitzki for ages. There he is. Well, there's our boy. And it's a different system. It's a totally different system as well. But I like the way that we've gone with this one, because again, you want to kind of prioritise making sure you have your key players fit. Obviously, we've had a few injuries over the last few weeks that have been a bit detrimental towards the end of season form, but we still dug out results where it's mattered. And again, this team, I very much like. I mean, there's no Schmeichel. That's maybe the one gripe I have with it, but Sinisalo hasn't had a bad stint in between the sticks when he's been called upon, so I don't think it's too bad. I like the fact that Ralston stays where he is. Ralston's goated. We love him. He was actually probably one of the best players in the last match. And again, Schlupp comes in for Taylor, which is again a slight surprise. You think Taylor would have been a bit more preferable for this one, for the quick crossing, but I guess Schlupp's just there for the more physical kind of approach. I guess he'll be up against Morris quite a bit in this match, I'd imagine. But I like the fact that we dropped our wingers back too. It's always interesting to see what we can do with that one. And again, it's Forrest and Yang. It's not the combination that you would expect us to go into this game with, but it's a combination we're going with. And I like that it's Forrest that starts. Maybe he gets his goal. That's the minimum. If he gets his goal, that would be fantastic. We'd love that. We'd love to see it, but who knows. But I like the fact that we've anchored people forward, and it's McCowan that gets the kind of call to play central attacking midfielder, which is a bit of a surprise. I honestly thought this would have been the type of game where if you're playing a formation like that, maybe McGregor gets the push a little bit further forward, but I suppose you don't want to push the boat too far, so McCowan gets the nod in there, and I would imagine, should we really need him, I think we can probably bring on whoever we really want to off the bench to kind of fill in that role, especially in a midfield position, because we can just drop them back into that midfield three should we need to. But again, Kenny starting up front, I think it's a nice little switch up. I mean, he did score last match, but he missed about 5 or 6 sitters, so maybe Kenny can show him how it's done. I mean, hopefully it's just have one good Irish striker on form. That would be quite nice, and maybe that's the case for them. I mean, for Aberdeen, I like the way that they've came out with this one. For some reason, they say it's a 4-2-3-1. I mean, it really probably isn't, let's be honest. They'll kind of drop Guayi in to kind of cover where they have to, but the rest of the team is pretty much as you would expect for Aberdeen coming into this kind of game. Some very strong key players you want to keep an eye on. Obviously, everyone knows about Nisbet and Keskinen, but there's a few kind of surprise ones. The one that I've kept an eye on is that Paraversa, who's in their midfield. He's very, very strong, can actually get a good pass off when he gets into open space anyway, so he's definitely one that the Dons will probably be trying to get a lot of the kind of clean passes off of, especially the long ones over the top, because again they've got Morris and Keskinen, two very good physical players that can cause problems. Certainly up there for them to actually do some damage. So again, we have to be very switched on, and with the way that we've switched up the team and the fact that the formation's different, this is not a comfortable game to predict. You know, like I usually wait until I see the lineups until I go, right, well, this is what I think the game's going to play. It's hard. This is really hard because this is a very good, strong Aberdeen side that is still fighting it out for third spot against a very different Celtic side with a lot of B players and in some cases C players. So it'll be interesting, damn interesting to see how this one plays out. I mean, Aberdeen will feel a bit more bullish about their chances, but again, when you look at the bench, we do have options that we can call upon, and all of them are very powerful when you think about it. You know, we can bring on Rio if we need to, Gels, Kuhn, Ira. Every single one of these boys are useful in their own goddamn way. So, I mean, Johnston's back on the bench as well. I should have probably led with that, and McCardle kind of holds his spot, but maybe Johnston gets some minutes later on. It'd be interesting to see. We've got Scales there too. Maybe he'll get some minutes if it's required upon. But it's not as if they don't have options they can, go to themselves. I mean, they've got Devlin, McKenzie, a couple of key players in there. I mean, Duhan's probably the one that maybe should have got some minutes, in my opinion. But again, Maitov seems to be the one that gets the nod. I like the way that they've set up, though, because if they play like this, then it's going to be expansive, right? It's all about counter-attacking, it's all about who has the ball in the midfield. And again, it's very much the case for us as well, because you'd imagine Yang would push further up and Forrest would push further up, especially when we're in an attacking scenario. But for whatever reason, maybe we just kind of stick with this and go for anchor crosses. Maybe we're going for like switches, little passes in behind. McCowan might be that anchor forward, more or less. Maybe like an advanced forward actually. Could finish off the back of him. It would be interesting. Like I said, the table does have a couple of interesting scenarios that play out tonight, so we'll be keeping a tab on pretty much every game, but the one that's down below is obviously the Rangers and Dundee one for those that are interested in that one. There's a goal for Hibs already. Well, that's not a good thing for them. Jesus Christ. Well, I suppose we'll keep tabs on that. Running through all the list, aye, true. I've actually taken the lead. Suppose what we can probably do every now and then is I'll just kind of do this so I can take a little gander through. Yeah, Hibs are 1-0 up. Leeds sitting in inside 7 minutes. That's not exactly ideal for them. God damn. Well, Aberdeen will definitely need to win tonight then. If it's based on current standings anyway, they'll probably want to dig out a result. Got about 4 minutes or so until kick-off. I mean, it's a packed out Pittodrie. I'll give them credit where it's due. The stadium's in good voice, good atmosphere, good weather. I think this one's teed up to be a bit of an interesting match for sure. I mean, Aberdeen know that they have it all to play for. They have to get a result regardless. They can't fuck around with that, but it'll be interesting again with the way that Celtic have set their team out. It'll be a case of do we get caught cold? Because this could be one of those matches, right, where we could get absolutely ran through it. It's well within the realms of possibility, but the one caveat that I think might work out in our favour is if we aren't really expecting this, and we watch Celtic week in, week out, I don't think Aberdeen would have expected this lineup. Maybe they would have expected 1 or 2 changes for sure. Maybe they would have expected Kenny to come in for Ida or whatever, but the fact is it's a pretty much full switch up. There's only a few players that were playing in the last match, and again, I think we're just prioritising Trophy Day and making sure that our full team's fit for that one, and of course the cup final that precedes it. But like I said, to kind of go to an away game like this and play a much weaker team on paper is a pretty interesting scenario. I mean, definitely one that I'm going to be watching with a bit more of interest. It makes it more, how do I say this, intriguing. It doesn't make it as boring, right? Because if we go ahead and win this game, then fantastic, but definitely opens up the door a little bit for Aberdeen to make this game particularly interesting. If you're asking me honestly, in terms of predictions right now, I wouldn't be able to comfortably say one thing or another. I'd kind of hazard a guess on the line of maybe, I would say, I'm going to go with a kind of left field one. I'm going to go 3-2. I think it ends 3-2 to Celtic. I think Aberdeen will be fired up, definitely. They'll be trying to kind of get themselves started early. The first 20 minutes will be a major indicator of how the rest of this game goes. We know how Celtic play out the kind of starting gate anyway. It's always very stale for the first 20-30 minutes, but there is the occasional time where we pop up and grab an early goal and then we just fire on from there. It could be another situation where it's like a St Johnstone game where you need to get that goal about 40 minutes in after about 20 shots, and as soon as that one goes in, suddenly the floodgates open. But we'll read out the lineups one last time for those that are just joining us. Hello if you are, hopefully you're having a lovely night. Let's start with Aberdeen, since they are the home side, but it's Meatov that starts in between the sticks. Sherry and Jensen are the full-backs, with Nostar and Dorrington playing as their centre-back pairing, Palaversa and Clarkson being their more or less anchor midfielders, with Guay pretty much playing as their anchor cam, but he'll drop in where he needs to. Keskinen and Morris play as their kind of man out wide, let's say. I think Keskinen and Morris will drop in a little bit deeper. They'll kind of stay a little bit tighter rather than kind of sticking to the line. That's probably why Shinnie and Jensen are a bit further out the field. And of course, they've got Nisbet starting up ahead in front for Celtic. This is our lineup. It's very changed, but it should be interesting to see how it plays out. Sinisalo starts in between the sticks. It's Schluppert, Nowitzki, Trusty and Ralston that take the back four for us, with Ralston, Bernardo, McGregor and Yang taking up the midfield forward again. McGregor playing as more or less, McCowan playing as more or less like an advanced cam, and Kenny starting as the pretty much advanced forward. So it'll be interesting again if we go for the crossing game, if we can get the ball into those spaces where Forrest and Yang are. Hopefully we get something from this. Like I said, table has some interesting scenarios playing out, but we know Celtic can pretty much just chill the fuck out. We don't have to worry. How you doing, Celtic, man? Nice to see you, brother. Nice to see you, likewise with everyone else. Sorry I'm not reading every single message that comes through, but we're just kind of starting things up here. Aberdeen will rank at the weekend. Well, I mean, it'll be an interesting one, because this is, again, it's do or die in, for all intents and purposes. I mean, it's a packed out Pittodrie. It's not quiet by any means. There ain't a seat that ain't got an arse on it, so maybe they get something going tonight. How you doing on the panel? Nice to see you, mate. Let's take it to them. That would be the absolute minimum. So we're keeping tabs on any kind of scorelines that come through. I imagine at least on this feed anyway, they'll kind of update goals as they come through, but we're about to get underway on our screen, so hopefully a good performance is abound. If we can get an early start, fantastic, but it's about staving off Aberdeen's early pressure. You don't want to give them any early opportunities, especially in a game where they might have that momentum just a little bit more than us. It'll be interesting to see how the boys play. Maybe Kenny pops up with a hat-trick and makes his case. Maybe Forrest just gets his goal. That's the minimum I want to see today, but we have kicked off. We'll give it about a minute or so, we'll refresh, and then Google will kind of catch up with us. It tends to do that. How do you again? Nice to see you, brother. Already we're just kind of going through that back line. It'll be interesting to see if Aberdeen go for, immediately getting physical. Bundles Trusty over. No foul given, throwing Aberdeen. Interesting. Well, that's a good indicator as to how this game might play out. Very physical out the gate, played back towards Meatov. Good passing there. Nostar just knocks it back out to the side. Yeah, and again, it's what you would expect. Forrest is kind of playing further up. Yang's just kind of hanging off the side there. It's more or less just to make sure that there's always a fluid four line. It's always straight, which might be very interesting, especially with the quick passing that we can do sometimes. I'll give this a wee refresh now, and hopefully Google is a bit more with us. Fabulous, thank you very much. Got there in the end. There we go. We got some stats now. Hopefully that helps you a bit. It's already played back, so Sinisalo's going to swing that one as far forward as he can. Coming off head off of Dorrington. It's a bit of a bundle in the midfield. I think it's Phil giving Aberdeen's way, and it has been. They go quick, trying to find Keskinen on the flank. Ralston's there, just kind of chests it, tries to buy some space. He's going to have to get it away. Slightly overhit, but Yang does well to keep that balance. Good taking touch as well. Lovely, lovely ball over the top, actually, and there could be a potential break, and there's a love. I tell you what. I mean, Donington did well to defend about a minute or so earlier, but he's came out very harsh there, and that's going to be a yellow card straight away. Like I said, very physical start for Aberdeen. Yang had every right to go for it, gets the touch on the ball, and Dorrington just kind of leaves his leg dangling there, catches him cold. Good indicator as to how this might play out. God damn, fair play to them. Right, they're showing up. Good shit, fair enough. They don't want to do that too early though, because again, you've got one of your key defenders already on a yellow. That's already going to make him a bit of a target player now. Schlupp just plays it back. McCowan, calm enough. Trusty. Should just play it back across. He does. Schlupp 1-2s it with him. Good approach play from them so far though. Give them credit where it's due. They're not sitting in amongst themselves. They're trying to get on the ball where they can, but Celtic are quite good at just killing pressure where they have to. Trusty's there. Holds it back across the far line. Nowitzki. It's always good to see him get a start as well. It's a lovely pass for Trusty, but it's just sent straight back into him. There's a lot of rotation going on in that midfield as well. You've got Bernardo sometimes on the left and then sometimes he's on the right. I don't mind what I'm seeing so far. I just need to see a couple more attacking scenarios to see if it's more of a crossing game we're going for. It's a lovely 1-2. There's an immediate chance to break in behind. Good touch for Schlupp. Does get it into the box, but it takes a slight nick, so it softens the blow enough and eventually kind of bundled out after a 50, and I think it's an Aberdeen throw-in, and it is. Able to recover. Jensen has it. Hey then, Rab, nice to see you, brother. Hope you're enjoying yourself. That's a lovely ball. Oh, in fairness, give him credit where it's due. That's a great ball for me, Todd, but it's going to be put under some pressure. Lovely touch for Aberdeen as well, but it's been stolen brilliantly by Nowitzki. Rolls it out to the side. Ralston. Coming off ball. Here's Forrest. First few touches we've seen of him. That's a lovely skip touch as well. Gets it through to Schlupp. Very good for him. Schlupp follows up with a very fine pass out towards the left hand side. Yang has it. 1-2's it back with him. Back towards McGregor, who just about gets on the end of that one. They're not playing with a very indented line, Aberdeen. They're still trying to snap tackles where they can, so again, give them credit where it's due. They're not making it easy for a simple pass to be made, and that's a good example of that. Bernardo's forced to go back. Lovely switch in behind by McGregor though. Ball in is dangerous, takes a weird deflection, should be cleared comfortably enough by Noster there though. And after a few 1-2s, it is eventually cleared. Give them credit. Back as far as Trusty, we can gather and go again. Oh, unlucky my guy. Well, hopefully a win tonight would give you a little bit of a morality boost for the week. That's calming off of Forrest, good enough. Played in behind and very calmly so. There is a break chance, good cross, and there is a run there. Yang doesn't get his head under it the right way though. Rather than trying to header it down with the muscles in his neck, he just tries to use the power and pop it, and yeah, just not the greatest contact on it. Lovely idea though, the cross was absolutely beautiful. Maybe not the execution on the header, but fair enough, first chance of the game goes our way. Played out, Dorrington has to switch it back to Mitov there, who's put under a wee bit of pressure. Be curious to see what angle we get out of like Kenny today, because again, I don't think he'll get too many touches on his bat. It's lovely for Aberdeen. They still takes a big deflection, should be a Celtic throw-in anyway. I respect it, they tried. Like I said, they got that like why he's kind of playing in that midfield role. He's dropping in and using his physicality to try and get the ball out towards Keskinen on that left side if he can, but didn't quite work out that time. So they play it from the throw and get it calm enough. Now, there's a couple of decent games going on tonight, man. A few decent scenarios that could play out across the entire league. I mean, if anyone can keep me updated on what's going on between Dundee and Ross County, because that game is massive for relegation reasons. Oh, that's some pressure there for Aberdeen. Calming off for McGregor. Good stuff, big man. Played out towards Trusty. Might just go for a switch here. I kind of has to. There's minimal pressure. Nowitzki's just going to redirect it back towards Sinisalo. That's awkward, lads. Jesus Christ. Kind of dealt with in the end. Ralston gets it from Nowitzki, and there could be a long ball on, and he goes for it. It's going to be a weird one. And oh, Yang, come on, lad. You need to learn and read where that ball's going to land there. Just a little stupid, but can't complain. Oh Jesus, apparently there's goals across the board. Dundee are apparently 1-0 up against Rangers, and it's 2-0 for Hibs in their match. Okay then. Fair enough. Well, it looks like unless Aberdeen get something going, it seems to be it seems to be quite locked in about how the table might be shaping up in the top fucking 6. Damn. Alright, fair enough. Well, Google usually takes a minute or so we'll see if it updates on the other side there. It's the boots on Apelmo. Has to be the boots. That was a bit better for Yang though. Lovely backheel touch. Schlupp tries to get past. Calmly dealt with by Morris though, fair enough. And I think it's just been pulled back for a foul on Yang anyway. And he stayed down, which is never a good sign. Trophy left on Saturday, that it is. In the game against St Mirren. Well, that's really is 1-0 between off. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't think they are leading that much. Fair enough. Let's go to Celtic fans version as well. We're now alive over to fucking Dens Park. What's happening there, Flash? It's just, I don't know, Jeff. Well, that's got to be another. They're getting very physical, Aberdeen. Maybe that's a good idea to do on the final day, man. Just get like 1 or 2 people in call and do like a fucking soccer. It'd be more like a soccer Sunday at that point, right? Technically. Lovely ball inside, good touch. This could be a chance for Celtic. Good break forward. McGregor's been bundled over there, and again the referee seems to be very indecisive about what's a foul and what isn't. I feel like more of a foul than the ones we've gotten. Aberdeen fans ain't too happy either. It's another kind of late clip on the back of McGregor there, but ball does get spindled out, so that's more of a fair advantage. That's more than valid. Interesting. The women's game has been kind of interesting this season because most people usually think it would be like Glasgow City or it would be like Celtic or Rangers, but for some reason the Hibs women have just decided to show up this season. You what, fair fucking play to them. At least they gave Edinburgh something to celebrate, man. I've got to say, I mean, if you're a Hibs fan, at the start of the season it was pretty fucking miserable. At the end of it, you got your women's women that pretty much, like, they should win the league for here, realistically. And if they can lock in a third place finish, I'd say that's a very good season if you're a Hibbies. Absolutely, you'd take that. It's a good ball inside, actually. Celtic give a chance. That's a poor giveaway, Paulo. That is a bad giveaway, and here's a break now. Keskinen on the move. Goes for a Travella pass. I'll give him credit for the creativeness on it, but it was never going to be too threatening. Trusty just pops it away, and that's a big chance for Aberdeen that they just allowed to kind of fizzle out on their own terms. Kind of surprising there. You can appreciate the idea, maybe not the execution. Schlupp just rolls it back to Trusty, and we should build from the back again. Hello from completely and utterly pish weather in Mallorca. How you doing, Rory? Nice to see you, mate. Spain during this time of year is always kind of iffy-wiffy, but you know, at least try and enjoy the little things. I mean, if you've got thunderstorms or something, that'd be a little bit better. This is just pushing it down. This is just sad rain. The women aren't going to get majorly better at playing football with more foot watching it. Yeah, true. Now that's 100%, but you can still get good development out of it. More eyes on the game means more money for the game in general. And to be fair, I mean, it used to just be the Glasgow City women that would pretty much dominate the league, right? You've got 3 different winners in the last 3 years now, so it's at least working to some degree. I know, by the way, Scotland has genuinely, it's like 15 here right now, which ain't that bad. Oh, that was a loose pass. And Aberdeen have got something going up that left-hand side. Maitov's done well with the... Oh, good challenge though. Give credit where it's due. Decent shift there for Forrest to chase back. Don't like that. Takes a pop-up. Could be a... I think it's a goal kick for us. I'm not too sure. Came off of someone though. It's both. Yes, classic Spanish storm weather. I know it well, man. Nah, it's alright, Caden. Honestly, you have to tip your hat to Hibs. Genuinely, they've had a brilliant second half. I mean, after the first half, you can only imagine how good they would have actually been if they had decided to show up at any point after or before December, I should say. They've shown up since, but realistically, they could have probably put in a more respectable fight for second. But it's not to say Celtic and Rangers have had high-flying seasons in their own right. I mean, fuck me, it's been dodgy for us both at times. Only it's 1-1 in the Rangers game. Well, fair enough to them, they're back in it then. Who scored, guys? We've got a goal at Ibrox. Who's it from? That's a good ball forward. Nice. Oh, fucking... I respect the idea for Forrest, but probably didn't communicate to McCowan that's what he wanted with it. Good steal for the skipper though. Brilliant for McGregor. The pass... While it takes a little deflection, still finds its way through. Yang's somehow on the right-hand side here. Does brilliantly, though, to get away from his man. Crossing opportunity. Well crossed as well. Good shot. Good save, Maitov. Bernardo did well to hit it hard and low, but it is a solid stop for the keeper there. That's the first big chance of the game. Well, switched on for the Don shot stopper. Can't take anything away from it there. And they're still under some pressure though. Celtic basically have everybody inside the Don's half. That's a good pass into space. Forrest, good one too. Bernardo gets out towards Ralston. Still dangerous. Maybe a snapshot cross. There is another one. Kenny's there just in case, but there is not any risks taken there. Let's say from Nostell. Just pops it in behind. Doesn't take any major risks with it. Safe enough. Almost got killed by a twist though. Technically we do have those here. That's a big pop-up. That's just going to be caught by Nightov. I don't get why we would try that. That was stupid. Kenny's been pretty anonymous so far. Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with it. Something going on in the Rangers game, guys? Is there a VAR check or something happening, I'm guessing? Young's coming on leaps and bounds on the Rodgers. Absolutely, genuinely. It's because he's not just trying to be an assist merchant, he's actually trying to be a bit more direct. I mean, Sarasallo had to get out there, Jesus Christ. I totally missed the original run there, but it's nice to see Yang getting his confidence. He's starting to be a bit more physical, starting to take his man on a little bit more. Yeah, Kenny he'll show up though, give him some time. He's not had that many minutes as a starter, let alone just off the bench in general, so I'm not expecting him to be firing on all cylinders. Maybe a chance or two by the end of the first half would be a little bit more respectable. Just firing on cylinder. Oh, fair enough. Oh, I thought you said they had scored. That's why I was a little confused. Let me check. See if it's... No, apparently Dundee are actually having a better time of things. Stats wise anyway. Interesting. Looks like Dundee are up to play. Oh, when things lag, that's very cool. Sorry if you had the experience that on your side there. Yeah, if I can get on the ball that would be decent. Good step over for Morris there. He's got the ball into the box. He's looped over everybody. Chance in the back post. Sarasallo had to get across, and I tell you what, more power on that for Guay. That could have just about crept in. Nice play down that right hand side. Slop just about kind of puts enough pressure on to make the cross a wee bit more awkward, but still could have been deadly there. Right then, Brian, nice to see it. What are you thinking about Saturday, Celtic fans? Well, I mean, it's going to be an interesting day, isn't it, when you think about it? But, I mean, each to their own. I don't particularly give a shit about the orange work. Let them do what they want to do. We'll be busy actually partying for a reason. Right then, Sharon, nice to see you, my guy. If the weather is nice, he's more trouble. It's meant to be quite warm as well. But like, I wouldn't say like a heat wave, but we've certainly had a little spike in temperature over the last few weeks. Is there a shot on target for Celtic? Right now, nobody. Though, I mean, technically one actually, Bernardo. Oh, hold on, might be a chance for another one here though. That was a good opportunity. Maybe the ball in was a little slack, but can't take too much away from it. I don't know why Google keeps saying it's the 9th minute. Do I need to refresh this? Is it being cringe for no reason? Because according to Google, it's just the 9th minute. Full stop, bottom line. Which isn't true. I mean, we're on the 17th as of now. Yeah, like every other one works fine. They're up to date, normal minutes, and then for some fucking reason. Splendid. Splendid work from Google. It's meant to be 23 on title day. Fucking God bless. Oh, McKibben. Still dancing. Still dancing. Oh, that was nice. I respect the attempt. Also 2-0 up now. Jesus. Let's have a look at that. I mean, technically I could just do this and keep this up here so you could see all of the scores, I suppose. But I just want to know why Google's being stupid with the time thing here. But yeah, Hearts apparently are still 1-0 up against St Johnstone, but I'd imagine that has been doubled, so St Johnstone are probably going to be relegated then. Rest in peace to their hopes and dreams. Kelly with the mindset of who. I mean, I don't think it's too detrimentally Kelly's season, admittedly. I think they're kind of safe no matter what. Calm and simple to trust there, like that. Yang. I'll have to give you like minute by minute updates. I can assure you it's not the 9th minute in the corner, although it's just being gay for some reason. That's a lovely ball from McGregor, and it's immediately sent back. Kenny, you do realise you need to go forward, lad. Every time you've had it, you've just popped it straight back. McCowan could have done a wee bit better with his chance. What do you think about doing coming back to Celtic to replace Bain? I don't think it's one of those where it's like I don't mind it as long as it's a backup situation and it's that's good for Schlupp chance. There's a kind of half cry for a penalty there, but I don't really think there was too much in it. Still dangerous though, Forrest. Sorry, Charlie, you've been interrupted by football. That's a good ball into the box, still dangerous, and it's a weird clearance. Takes a bounce off of a Don's player, but straight back into the hands of Maitov. Damn. A little bit more respectable. Slightly more direct, although it didn't really lead to much. I really don't get Google sometimes. It's confusing when it does that shit. I mean, we're 20 minutes of the way through here, so let's actually take a little look through and see what's happening. So in Hibs, they are 2 goals in 10 minutes have basically put them in as good as a position as they can be. Boyle and Kukurevich can't take anything away for that one. And the Dundee and Rangers game, it's still 1-0 there, although you can see that in the bottom of your screen there. Hearts are still 1-0 up again, so I'd imagine maybe their goal got disallowed for something. Who knows? But that's the situation in that one. Motherwell and Kelly are still kind of playing out their own detrimental there. I'm going to guess I just missed something while I was checking through a chance. I just kind of heard like, I guess Kenny just missed something there because it's panned to him. And Dundee County are still 0-0. Hope Forrest keeps up his records of scoring. That's the one thing I want to see. Even if we lose this game, don't care. Just get Forrest his goal. Right, it's kind of poetic if we finish on 88 points anyway, right? It's, you know, intentional if we're doing that. Wait, Google's fixed it. It's gone up a minute for some... Oh my god, man. Hold on. There's a chance for Aberdeen, though. There is a chance for Aberdeen. They're playing through here. Oh my fucking god, he's just missed a big chance there. Keskinen's complaining, but to be honest with you, I think it was just a scuffed shot. Let's see, does it take it? Don't think it really does. Just didn't wrap his foot around it right, and it just sails over the ball. That is another big chance gone calling for Aberdeen there. Don't think they'll be too pleased with that. Ain't even forced a good save in Maidov yet. It feels a lot. 82% possession at Pittodrie with a changed team or something else. True. Can't take anything away from like the ability for us to keep on the ball, but we have to kind of keep going. It's a poor giveaway from Mark Powell there. Should have done a bit better, but maybe he's the one player that needs to just pick up the pace a little bit. Can't say McCowan and McGregor have had bad stints. McGregor's at least chasing the ball down, getting on the end of it, causing problems. McCowan's had 1 or 2 half opportunities himself. That's a lovely ball forward again from Aberdeen. They might just go for a quick cross. Good block for Schlupp, and it's going to be a throw-in instead. Well, dangerous, boys. Got to try a bit harder. That's a good ball in for Morris, and Trusty doesn't take any gambles or gambits with that one. Just gets it out to Schlupp, who in turn does the same thing. Gets it out for another throw-in. A little bit of a sustained pressure here. Granite defending in the Granite City, as they say. It's a good ball across, actually. Aberdeen might have to be forced to go central here, though. That's a great step in fairness, and the ball ain't half bad if he can get there. It's just a tad over hit for Jensen, though, and it's going to be a throw in for us on the far side. Thank Christ. Every time you see Aberdeen, we got mad as fuck we didn't sign Majowski. I don't think he's done anything particularly great since he's went off, right? Who's he went for again? Was it Girona, right? Or am I tripping balls? How you doing, NSA? Where is Kyogo? Vibing out somewhere in France. Yeah, climbing the Eiffel Tower. He is enjoying the fruits of his labour out in Paris. I mean, technically not. He's in Rennes, right? But might as well have gone on holiday since he moved over there because he's barely had minutes. That's a good break forward. That's a lovely ball. Surely a chance here. Oh, for fuck's sake, Kenny, mate. Brilliant block for Dorrington in fairness, but again, just a little bit slack in reaction, man. You should take a touch fire that low. Fuck's sake, you can tell him and Ida have been taught by the same fucking Irish head coach. He is on side as well. It was a perfectly timed run. He did that part well, but the touch just wasn't that good. Should have done a lot better. His 2 goals, and yeah, I don't think we'll be missing him too much then. Yeah, I'm getting really annoyed when Google always does this shit. It's always whenever I'm live as well. I'm just checking this normally on the side, like every other fucking minute's fine. I'm gonna do this. Fair enough, I suppose. It's just being cringe. I wonder if it's doing that with the other one. Well, let me check actually. This is why I hate Google, because it's half the time it just doesn't actually update things in real time. Yeah, it's doing it on both tabs as well, so that's definitely just Google being cringe. Thank you very much. Hopefully it fixes half time. It's done that before in the past. That's a good ball in. Surely, chance. Fuck me. Oh, okay, Kenny's overrun it. Still dangerous. Please. Oh, come on, that's not a foul. It's a little harsh on Trusty there, but fair enough. Because according to Google, this, I mean, I know it's not the 24th minute in the Rangers hanging game as well, but on this side. Ugh. Nice enough, played back across. If it doesn't fix itself in the next few minutes, I'll actually, fuck, I'll do it now. There's like kind of a dead spot in the game, so I can do this and see if I can fucking fix this, because of course it has to be this shit. Oop. There we go. See, that's a little better. So we do that and go to statistics. Does that work? Yeah, but then it needs to do this. Oh my fucking god, man. Oh, the league's been crunch. Fantastic. I think Hibs are playing Hearts, James, respectfully. Is it like a full update? 1-1 at Ibrox, so I guess they've equalised then. Not that I would know. Google doesn't want to update any single fucking thing apparently. Oh, it's not my feed, mate. My feed's fine. It's literally just because Google isn't willing to update real-time scores, so I need to go and find like a live fucking score tab thing. Really cool how it does this. It's always fun. Right, okay, this might be the best opportunity I have. let me see. If we go back to this screen, yeah, okay. That's something at least. It's more. At least it actually has the live fucking feed up on it, bro. We got there in the end. Hold on. I'll fix this. I'll make like a little adjustment. Needed. Live fix, mate. Live fix. Sorry, I know people are probably getting blown up. I'm just trying to like, make this a little bit more so that it doesn't look stupid. There we go. Yeah, right. That should do it, right? That works. That fucking does the job. Problem solved. Right, let me just do this, and that should lock it in. Right, fair enough. And then we can just fucking clip that out, and that solves that, right? Yay. Right, we got our feedback, for fuck's sake. Took a bit of time. Took a bit of time, but we're there. You were getting unlimited. Oh, right. Okay, I'll go join Ren's, my guy. I don't know how the hell you would have missed that. That happened way back in January. There we go. That fixes that. And I guess this is just going to be really strange and do this. So. I wonder if I just do that. Does that fix everything? No. Same issue. Because if I won't update, yeah, I'm not buying in. I'll just close that down. Right, we fixed our problem. We can go back to actually commentating now. Sorry for that, lads. Sorry for that, we got there. Even take you all back. I don't think many people would. Right. Back on track. Let's see what happens. Maybe now that we're tuned back in, we can get something. That's a good ball over the top, actually. Forrest gets on the end of it, takes a touch, and it's a corner kick for us. Okay. Perfect time to tune back into the game. Give us a single fish. Pretty sure, wrong place, that one. Wrong place. Google being a bit weird, a tad strange. On a pill, we'll come and clutch with the, the recommendation, though. Well, corner kick opportunity, maybe we can get something on the end of this. Half an hour play, and you can't really say there's been too much in terms of chance creation. That's good! It's on! There we go! Fucking the Fritsky, baby! That's why he needs to start more games! Physical presence. That is just beautiful. Heads it down, heads it well, uses the neck muscles. Jan could have learned for that for his chance earlier in the match. Fucking good stuff, man. Big Paul just stands his ground, gets a lovely piece of contact on it, back of the net, no problems at all. This is why I keep saying he should get minutes, man, because he is genuinely good for set pieces, and that is a prime example as to why. Good stuff, man. His two men both trying to grab his shirt, doesn't fucking matter, gets up in between them. I think it's Nisbet that's trying to kind of roll off the back of him, and he just heads it down perfectly. Bounces up into the corner of the net. Like a blown-to-blown connection there. Brilliant ball in for McCowan. Brilliant header for Nowitzki. Solid. There we go. Got ourselves on the board, boys. Polish flags. Let's go. Well, that's fucking excellent. There we go. We got a breakthrough right on cue. I was like, we're not really having too much in terms of chance creation. Big opportunity. Oh my god, there's a chance for us to break forward to Yang. Cuts inside. Lays it off. McCowan. Laid off for Forrest. Go on, son, have it. Lays it off instead. Ralston. Big chance into the box, but it's cleared away. That could have been something there. And it seems that Aberdeen's season has gone from really good at the start to absolutely horrifically bad. Because it means, as things stand, they will pretty much be lock-in. Not even... Well, I mean, yeah, they would be actually if St Mirren don't win their match. They're pretty much guaranteed. Fourth, that's a big deflection, and Maitov has to get there and cover it, man. That's two big opportunities in about as many minutes. We're starting to really go across in that right-hand side, forcing it in. Very big opportunity there. Good save for Maitov. He had to be fucking switched on. Lovely chest touch. That's clean. Calm. Love that. There we go. Football to be played here. Ball. Okay, Paulo opts to just take it. I was going to say it. Man, I just hit that first time, I know, by the way. big opportunity for us to get something going there, but I don't mind this too much. Good ball into space actually, crossing opportunity again, dangerous. Young's put some pressure on, it's going to be cleared away in the end. I'm going to guess that's Siobhan, or Siobhan, one of those types of pronunciations. Thank you very much for joining us, that's very cool. We should open this and that should update us. Fabuloso, thank you for joining us, that's very kind of you. We take that, that's a good ball into space actually. We have another chance to counter. There's been about as many. All of a sudden we're just playing great counter-attacking football. Another opportunity on that right hand side, played out towards Ralston, plays it safe. Oh, that was lovely. Good play between him and Forrest there, and the referee's stopped it for something. Okay. I'm guessing something's happened. Medical emergency, I'm guessing. Someone's collapsed. Oh dear. Oh fuck, well I hope whoever's went down's okay. Jesus Christ. I mean, you've got both medical teams for both clubs running across to see what's happening, so Jesus, okay, well I hope whatever's happening that they're alright. I mean, if there's one place you want to collapse, it's surrounded by people and medical staff, so that's, like, hopefully whoever's went down there's alright. Jesus. It's the last thing you want to see at any football game, man. No, there'll definitely probably be an extended stoppage for now, but well within its rights and reasons to be. Half time, Rock still 1-1 in that game. Fair enough, fair enough. Trusted and Slopper, the Chocolate Brothers, and the rest of the defence playing to me too. I don't think they're playing bad at all. I don't really know what the complaint is. I mean, we've been pretty good for the most part. They haven't done anything that you consider like clear cut. XG is at 0.19. Yeah, I think someone in the crowd must have collapsed because there was like a small little shout, and then all of a sudden there was like about 5 or 6 of the medical staff of each team running across to make sure that, like, it wasn't a player that's down because they're all standing on the sidelines right now. Like, the referee had called play. So my guess is that either some elderly gentleman or lass has taken a bad fall or something, or maybe had a wee bit of a heart problem. It's never something you like seeing in any case, but I mean, fair enough. Fair enough on a Perno. Damn. Well, I guess we've got a few minutes stoppage. We can take like a slight little break, I suppose. Yeah, McGregor and the referees just having words there. It's always awkward when shit like this happens because you don't really know what to say. Just read through any of the comments, honest. Oh shit, Kevin, how you doing, mate? I didn't even see you come in, lad. Hope you're enjoying yourself and having a lovely night. I suppose we can just take a little gander and see what's happening in the other matches then, shall we, while that goes on. Let's SPFL scores, please. Right, let's take a gander through then, shall we? These are your current results. I mean, I had to move my screen across so that the other scoreline made sense, but yeah, Hearts are 2-0 up. Can't really complain at that. Still 0-0 between County and Dundee, so you know that doesn't really change too much. Motherwell and Kelly are playing out a draw as is, but they do have a red card. Someone was right about that. Diaz has been booked in that one. The Sails did get back on, so it is 1-1 between Rangers and Dundee, and of course, Hibs, I mean, they're going all out, you can tell, based on the cards and stuff. Very physical game, but they're 2-0 up again. 2-0 up in Paisley again, I should say, so fair enough to them there. Can't really argue with that too much. But we're more focused on this game here. Jesus. They've just said over the commentary there that the fans in stable condition. I think he's just been escorted off the side of the field, and then once that happens, obviously, we'll get back into the game. Players are just warming up on the sidelines right now. There will probably be a good amount of additional time. Right then, MR, nice to see him again. With the heat and the alcohol, nothing beats the passion of football, I'll tell you for free. Get an old northern man fired up, yeah, that's going to happen. Yeah, we're talking about it now. Potential for about 5 to 6 additional minutes because of the stoppage, which is honestly more than fair. Absolutely, MR. Good shot. So we'll be getting back into a drop ball scenario in the next few seconds. And we're back underway. There we go. Ball's immediately put in behind, and Aberdeen clear it out for a throw in. Generally good to see that he's in decent nick that. Fan is okay, thank God for that. Damn right, Shadow. Damn right. It's the last place you want to see someone go, man. That football ground is terrifying. Get smashed in the face with a ball at half time by ow. Don't know what else to say except that, man. Especially because, like, I mean, we used to use like meter balls, didn't we? So, oh shit, that's a good ball forward. Aberdeen might get him behind by a chance here. That's a lovely taking touch. Lads, cover the space. Keskinen, Ralston's there eventually, lad. Oh no, it's taking the weird bounce. It's taking the gate. Oh, it's taking the gate bounce. It's going in. Yep, there it is. For fuck's sake. You could see it coming as soon as it took that weird touch off of Ralston. Nisbet's in at the back stick and manages to get it in. God damn it, man. What happened there, lads? Where was the defence? Boys, you could have tried a wee bit harder. That was a very easy goal to give away, man. That is poor. I mean, I don't really know what the fuck was going on. Ralston stands up his man for about 10-15 minutes, doesn't step in. When he does, it takes the weird deflection off him. Guy does really well, in fairness, to redirect the touch back over in between the two Celtic defenders, and it's just a simple header for Nisbet. Slop can't really get around the back of him to force any extra touch, and it's just about where he heads it, and it's well placed. Can't take anything away from it. Two very good headers in this match to make it one apiece. It's just a little poor about how we've given it away. Unlucky, but it is what it is. One apiece. That's going to wake them up a little bit. And we go back to playing really weird. Lads, we've given the ball away. What the fuck are you doing now? Keep it calm. What's this shit, man? Aberdeen players down for some reason. That's just silly. Into the box, takes a deflection, and it's out for a corner. There we go. For fuck's sake, man. Like, what's going on? Nisbet's stayed down. He's holding his ankle. Yeah, a weak as fuck block is probably the nicest way to summarise it. It's really their first big chance as well. Definitely needs sorted in the summer. I wouldn't say it's like that. It's the redirect from Guahi is genuinely very nice. Like, it's just well placed. Nisbet has a well timed run, and Schlupp, he's playing it all the way on the other side of the field. It's going to be hard for him to track back. But Ralston could have done a wee bit better trying to get on the inside of his man and get a leg out sooner. There's a corner in. Sinisalo has to punt it away, and it's kind of a half slash from them. I think it was that Palaversa that took the shot. It was Palaversa that took the shot and just sailed straight over. Oh, 2 balls on the field. That's fun. There we go. Game continues. I don't think both sides will be complaining too much about how the half has gone. I think 1-1's kind of reasonable. It's not as if Celtic have been dominant by any stretch. It's a good touch clearance. Jansen's going to be put under pressure from Yang. Does Willie body him up. Cleared away well, in fairness, give him credit. McGregor's going to be on the end of that one. Played across, Schlupp just about keeps it in play. Good stuff, big man. Played inside, good touch, laid off, opportunity. Good 1-2ing there, lads, but you can't fucking go backwards once you're in the final third. That's just silly. Good, lovely pass for Nowitzki. Schlupp has it, rolled across to Yang again. Is there a potential for another cross? At least lays it off. Schlupp, well across, well cleared, and it's going to be a corner kick for us. We do have Johnston on the bench, so there is always the chance we could see him in the second half. That would be quite nice. Yeah, that's the one kind of downside to Ralston's game. He's a good physical player, but he takes a while to get into that position. It's a good ball in. Oh, good fucking save, Maitov. Or was that a block? I'm not sure what happened, but it was a great header. I think it was Kenny that got on the end of it. That is a brilliant block at the near post. Stands his ground well, and that could have been something. There's 7 additional minutes to be played here as well, so there is definitely a chance for a goal before the end of the half. It's cleared away for a quick throw in. That's not the greatest touch for Yang, and for some reason he does that. Very, very silly. I thought it was Sheffield we signed them from. I'll be honest, I thought it was Sheffield. I could be wrong. No Carter Vickers, no no Johnston. Will look weak as. Well, again, this is very much a rotated Celtic team. I wasn't expecting us to be pitch perfect, but just some very silly things like that. Trusty, lad, you've got to do better there, man. Poor fucking touch, and it's a giveaway. Ball into the box is half dangerous, and a little bit better defensively for Nowitzki to get his head on that, to direct it out for a corner. He's the one that switched on the most. Big Paul's doing a lot of the heavy lifting at the back for us right now. That's quite apparent. Celtic, oh, how you doing? Come on, Celtic, we'll love to see it. Keep the fucking vibes up. There's definitely a goal due at some point, man. There's definitely, it's not going to stay 1-1. It was, yeah, I thought it was Sheffield. Well, that's awkward, that has to be a foul. Referee says no for some... Right, bro, what the fuck are you... Referee? Bro, do your fucking job, man. McCowan stayed down. Like, I don't know what the hell happened there. Like, did he get caught? Yeah, he got body checked. Like, that had to have been a foul. The referee doesn't give it as a foul, and now the Aberdeen fans are pissed because he... Like, man got body checked severely there. How the fuck was that allowed to go? What do you think about Simply the Best being the Celtic song now? It will be funny, honestly. See if we get like 56, we need to play that song. Just at full blast. Because technically it would be our song now. It only applies to the best, right? That's right, you'd have Kobayashi back over Thursday. Fuck it, Marvin Compere, get him back. You just get the occasional game where Trusty looks a wee bit leggy. This is one of those matches, I suppose. You can't really fault it too much. Let's check to see what's happening while there's a wee stoppage here. Any updates goal-wise? No. I'll probably be at half-time, actually. I've kind of forgot we kicked off a little later. Come on. Cometh on by hoopages. Make haste, boys! And scoreth a goal. Seems like Aberdeen might be the more likely team to get this going. Good touch for Morris, manages to force it. Corner kick on the far side. Decent step in for Paulo, but another awkward situation we need to defend, let's say. Oh God. Don't even put the fear of God into me with that, Jesus Christ. Well, Clarkson's going to swing in this cross. Let's see if there's something on the end of it. Whippaged and cleared away. There's going to be a chase down and another kind of hack and slash attempt for Aberdeen, although to be fair they could retain it. He does well to take the touchdown as well. Another chance maybe. Gets the ball in for a second time. Straight into the hands of the big Finn. Good stuff. Hope James gets his goal. That'd be fantastic if he does. That'd be the bare minimum. That is the minimum I want to see today. Said it for the first minute. As an Irishman, can I just say, Scales is fucking shite. I mean, he's not on the pitch, so it's kind of hard to judge that. Oh my God. Get up, fool. Get up. What are you doing? Did he get caught or what? Like, did Nowitzki on the follow through? Oh yeah, to be fair. Yeah, that is quite a sore one to take under any circumstance, let's be fully frank. Ow. Fair enough. I love that. Get up, you prima donna bastard. The game's gone. Back in my day, I'd be a red card for diving. I enjoy to get back up Aberdeen. Fair enough, fair enough. I mean, he's getting his legs seen too. We've already had so much time added on already, man. We're 50 minutes in as is. Showing that Nisbet goal again. Very good header in fairness, can't take anything away from it. Rip Jack again. Fair enough. Yeah, I'd say he's had a bit of a tail off as the season's gone on. I don't disagree with that, but it's kind of harsh to say Scales is shite. He's in a bit of a slump, as a lot of Irish players are right now for us. Oh, what a touch. Utter woke nonsense. Well, maybe there's one last ditch opportunity for us to get something out of this. That'd be lovely if we could, but subject to change. Let's see something, boys. Trusty. Played back towards the big man. You got to maybe go forward, lads. Oh, lovely pass for Nowitzki through the legs there. That was calm. Ralston throws that shit forwards. Kenny does well to play it inside. Here's McGregor, steps to the left, keeps it going, doesn't necessarily get on the end of that one. Damn. Oops, step in, awkward. Aberdeen are still trying to go forward with it, and they could actually get in behind again here. They go for the quick cross, straight in the hands of Sinisalo, and that could potentially be the last chance of the half. I'd hope there was maybe one or two more because of that injury, Guahi, because there was an extra minute there. Good for Schlupp. Lays it off to McGregor. We've already played about a minute over this as is anyway, so At least Scales gets forward, Trusty does not pass it sideways. I mean, that's fair. Oh, wait, hold on, chance. Forrest. Deflection! Yang! Yes! Bagman, there we fucking go! It's not the greatest goal we'll ever score, but it's a goal nonetheless. We've got ourselves back in front right at the death. It's not a goal for Jamesy, but we'll take a fucking assist. That's excellent, Bagman. Lovely taking touch. Brilliant ball into the box. I mean, a little unlucky for Aberdeen defensive-wise. You have to feel a little bit for them. They just couldn't get away, or they just couldn't get enough on it. But it's brilliant work for James down that side. He forces Maitov to kind of parry it. And it falls back for Yang. Oh, he just kind of takes it low. I think they're doing a minor check for a handball, but it doesn't come off his hand. It comes off of Jensen, if anything, anyway. So there we go, check over. Goal will absolutely stand. Hell, even if Yang missed it, probably wouldn't have given us a penalty. So there we go, boys. Back in front. Fantastic. Right before the end of the half. Best time to score. That will teach Guahi to not stay down when he has a minor knee injury, because that additional time wouldn't have probably happened. And we'll probably get to go into half time the beneficiary of a 2-1 lead. We'll absolutely take that. No problems at all. I think a lot of Aberdeen supporters won't be too happy, but we'll absolutely take it. I mean, let's have a little more of a nuanced look at the stats, shall we? Let's have a gander. I mean, yeah, XG seems about right. 0.61 for Aberdeen. That big chance was obviously Nisbet's header. We've had 1.33. A good few shots for outside the box, I guess. And again, not too bad in terms of effectiveness. 10 shots, 5 on target. Not too bad. Can't really complain about it too much. I want to see if Google has fixed itself. Let me just quickly check that. No, apparently it's still the 14th minute according to them. Fabulous work, boys. Fabulous work. I'm pretty sure all the other halves would have kicked off. Who the fuck is Kevin Scales? Just got a bit spot on if there was 0 goals in the second half. I mean, to be fair, I did say it would end 3-2. I did go for one of those like weird and wacky score lines, and I mean, hell, if there is like a second half where there's a goal for each team, can't really complain about it too much. Absolutely ain't going to complain about it too much. I don't think it's a bad performance for us for the most part. A couple of iffy moments defensively, I guess, but for the most part, kind of what you would expect. And again, people need to remember, this is a totally different Celtic side. This isn't like the, you know, first 11, let's say. This is like a different formation, different players, and, you know, like, pretty much been asked to do different things. Because again, Yang's been played out on the left when usually he's a right winger. He's been left mid for most of this match, and he's not done a horrible job. Popping up at the end of the goal is nice. I still just want to see James get his goal. That's it, man. Oh, is it like minor spoilers? Did someone put minor spoilers? I honestly didn't see it, I'll be real. Just try and keep it respectful, gentlemen. Try and keep it as respectable as you can. Hope James gets a hat trick. That'd be fantastic, though. Imagine. Comes out, you can literally see the aura, like, radiated off him. He's like, yep, ready to go, boys. Smashes one in, fucking 51st minute. In fact, this is actually a good thing. What minute do you think James Forrest will score a goal on? If he is to get a goal, I'm going to just make it like it'd be legendary for the 67th minute. I'm going to put my chip down. It's not a major bet. It's only like a, you know, one singular chip at a casino. Just pop that wee down, you know. I'd like to state my case and say that that's probably, hopefully, when he would score anyway. That needs to be put on a t-shirt. For every clown of us 4 good cunts. The clowns are the ones that ain't subscribed to the YouTube channel. I would appreciate that, Flash. Well, if you don't mind, if you have your public sub settings on, you have a little notification thing that will play for you, but every subscription does help. 67 minute would be absolutely super, that would be bliss, mate. It's just that chance that he had in the first half, that's what I hope he just manages to like get over, because that was the big one, obviously, like that one that came off of Kenny's shot that deflected and he just doesn't get it on target. Like, I feel like if he fixes that, you know, gets it on target next time, we could be onto something. But I can't, again, like, as first halves go, we're never really a first half team. Like I said, the first 20 minutes would be kind of stale, and then you'd see kind of what would happen. And this game has been very physical, a lot of stoppages for injuries, and obviously that the stoppage for the fan that went down as well. So can't really argue with it too much. 55 minutes. I like your thinking, Kevin. I like your thinking a lot. Clown emoji. On a Pimmel, what minute does that entail? 72. That's a multi-layered joke. You did go to Clown College, still a university. Yeah. I mean, Stirling's not that bad nowadays, to be fair. I wonder if we make any changes. That will be the interesting aspect of this one. Because it's not as if anyone's had particularly bad stints. I'd say maybe get Trusty off. Just looks a wee bit leggy. I think it would make more sense just to bring someone like Scales on that could just impact the game a little bit more directly, maybe. I think that wouldn't be bad. Loads of golds in it, by the way. Shit, right, okay, fucking, we'll get the match day thing up. Let's see, is there any updates? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Let's have a gamble. Okay, well this is interesting. Dundee are 1-0 up against County. That's the first thing to point out. And St Mirren have managed to pull one back right at the end apparently as well. In the first half against Hibs, so it's not fully over for Aberdeen just yet in that hunt for third. Nothing's really happened in the Rangers and Dundee game, and it's still goalless between Motherwell and Killie, despite the disadvantage that Killie are in terms of men on the field. Still 2-0 between Hearts and St Johnstone as well, so again a few interesting scenarios playing out for sure. Very intriguing indeed. Shanks Smith, he's back in Scotland, he's scored again. Maybe that's all he needs sometimes. I mean, to be fair, he has kind of found his form over the last month or two. He looks like he knows what he wants to do. When Yang was crap, he'd run into like daft dead ends. Yeah, honestly, I think like at the start of the season, we kind of talked a little bit in one game in specific where he just kept bundling down the right like side and then crossing, but the cross would always be overhit. And we kept saying, look, Yang needs to learn how to use both fucking feet, because if he cuts in, he's actually quite a tricky wee player to deal with. Like, he is very good with the ball when it comes to close control, but his issue is always his first touch. Like, he needs to take an extra touch to get the ball under his feet. Like, if you take that away, if he was able to fix that, then Yang genuinely had like good potential to genuinely be a really good winger. And I think over the last few months we're seeing that a bit more, where rather than him taking that extra touch down the byline, he's cutting inside and trying to force a quick cross at the very least. And those little tweaks and changes to his game completely overhauls how you kind of look at his overall performance. I think he's a genuinely solid player. He's not to the heights that you would really kind of put him with like Jota or Kuhn in terms of creative output, but he's still a very solid, fundamentally good player, and I think that's the big thing for us, especially over the last month or so. There's actually some decent little bits of confidence that he can pick up at the very least from this season. So, you know, I wouldn't say it's that bad at all. I think he'll be quite happy with his season as a whole, especially considering how poor it was for the first month or two. Definitely a good recovery. He's basically been like our version of Hibs, right? He's like Hibs if it was a player, you know, getting there as the season's gone on. You hope Hibs get third. I genuinely do as well. I think, like, if you're asking me honestly, they deserve it based on that, just that unbeaten run alone. You know, because everyone thought Aberdeen deserved second because of how well they started. Oh, they went like with 13 games on there. Like, then Hibs went, fuck that, we'll do 16, and we'll do it against much harder opposition, including beating Celtic and Rangers in that time. Like, can't fault that at all, honestly. You feel like if they'd started the season as they'd finished it, they could have genuinely been solid contenders. Maybe not for first. There's a big distance between Celtic and Rangers, but maybe a good fight for second, or at least a more effective fight for second. I think that would have been the minimum. Just give Young's missus a deal. 50 quid a week, mate. Get the wages paid. Not yet, yeah. But how he's taken on the challenge shows he's got a high ceiling for improvement. Yeah, see, I think if there's a good example, who would probably fit in my head? I'd kind of say like Johnston. Like when we first signed him for the first 6 months or so, everyone was like, is he what we need? And then obviously the season afterwards, everyone's like, oh, wait a fucking, he's good. He is good. Because it's just about working out the weaknesses, and if you can do that, then realistically you can make any player half decent. That's what like managers like Alex Ferguson are notorious for, being able to take a very basic package of a player and use those very, very basic skills and make them fundamentally useful in his team. And again, Rodgers is probably finding out a way to do that with Yang, where maybe he's not necessarily going, look, you need to be more direct, cut in and get goals, but at the very least you need to be more involved in the play. You have to hold it up, touch it back, you need to be more comfortable in the ball, son, and that's what Yang's probably worked on in the training ground with Kuhn, Forrest, Jota, whoever else he's been working with in terms of the wingers. They'll probably be giving him some pointers about how, like, you know, getting that first touch ready, because once he's got that first touch done, yeah, it's genuinely good, so... Can't say he's had a bad game. I'd say it's like a 6 out of 10 so far. He's popped up with a goal, can't complain about it. He's not done too much else besides that. I'd say it's kind of the same for most players across the field. And except Nowitzki. I'd say Nowitzki's playing like a 7 out of 10. Some good defensive clearances, nice good heady goal for a corner. Can't really say he's put too much of a bad shift in. I'd say he's our man of the match so far. But no one's playing horribly. I guess like Trusty's the weakest on the pitch, Nowitzki is the strongest. That probably explains in itself why Aberdeen have got a goal. Just a little bit of miscommunication at one point in the match, and that's all it really needs sometimes. But again, still 45 minutes to be played. Aberdeen can always come out and cause problems. They're a very good side, and like I said, they can make changes. Players like McKenzie that they can bring off the bench that can certainly cause some damage, especially if they're looking for defensive creativity when it comes to counter-attacking. But for Celtic, it's more or less the same, right? Like, if we need to make a change, I'd imagine it would be a midfield-based one. I'd imagine it would be like a McCowan switch for Rio or something like that, and then we could maybe probably push Paolo a bit further forward, or hell, even let McGregor do some free roaming. That'd be quite interesting to see as a concept, and see what our skipper does as a central attacking midfielder, like back in 2012-13. You know, let him relive his youth days a wee bit. Wonder if Partick Thistle can put 3 past Livingston. I'd highly doubt it. Livingston look in good stead. Like, you want to give Partick the, like, tip of that and say, I hope they do, but I don't really see it happening, to be honest. It'd take one hell of a comeback performance. He's like, yeah, I'd say offensively he's probably been the most creative, but I think, like, that's just due to the fact that we haven't really had many chances, so anything that we have seen that's positive, like, yeah, that came for Yang, but we've had some good runs down the right for Forrest as well. I think it's just the end product because Kenny's not really been there. We've had one good, like, heady attempt half him from a corner, the one at the near post that was kind of pipped off the line by Jensen. So again, not horrible from us by any stretch. Even though we've been shite, we still finished miles in front of third place. Yeah, like I think like when you go back to like November and it was a lot closer, let's say, I think at the end of the season a lot of people kind of figured this was how it would go. I mean, we even touched on it during that stint where Aberdeen were holding up in first and second and trying to kind of compete with Celtic. It's like eventually that form will fall off. Like, there are certain things that are instilled in some clubs, and for Celtic and Rangers, we won't really ever drop off fully. Like, we'll drop off, we'll have bad stints, yeah, but we'll always have good stints to back them up in some cases. And again, Rangers, as bad as they have been, they've still had a relatively okay-ish season, considering all the damage they've had to kind of put up with. Like, they had a relatively decent run in Europe. I'm sure there's like some positives to take from that, let's say, but I think considering how shite it was in December, fast forward to like May, you're like, well, could be worse, you know. It's little things like that, but Celtic's just, even when we've not been at our best, it's just about digging out the results at the right time. And we've had a couple of stupid results. That 1-0 loss against St Johnstone will always baffle me because they literally had like 2 fucking shots, but sometimes you just get those weird kind of results, those weird games. Get Clyde back in the championship. That would be interesting, to be fair. It was kind of like last season when you had like Pittodrie and Arbroath trying to fight it out. It would have been really interesting to see either one of those teams kind of make the case for it. We'll do one last check before we get on the way for the second half to see if anything's happened goal-wise. Still 1-0 between Dundee and County, 2-0 between Hearts and St Johnstone, still goalless between Motherwell and Kelly. Rangers are still 1 apiece against Dundee United, and St Mirren are still lacking that extra goal to make it 2-0 between them and Hibs. It's still 2-1 for the Hibbies in that one. But this is the match that matters for us because we're about to get underway, so we'll go back to this screen. Make sure it's all up and running as intended. Fabulous, so we've got 45 minutes left of football to be played. If there's a comeback for Aberdeen, they're probably wanting to get it started as early as possible. And let's see what happens. Ball has kicked off. Headed up and cleared away. I should get us a wee refresh now actually, because whenever we do these little kick-offs it takes like an extra second. And as soon as I did that it literally loaded. That's fabulous. There we go. Let me just fix that real quick. Fabulous. Fixed. Right. Back to commentating. Oh, already Aberdeen are actually trying to go for this. They have got a shot off early on and it's just past the far post. Case in point, Aberdeen are wanting a goal early. They started off with that intention. Keskinen had the opportunity. Again, it kind of stems from a little slip. It does come off a Trusty as well. It should have been a corner. Maybe it is still a corner. I'm not sure whether the referee pointed that. It's going to be Clarkson to swing it in again. Looks like an in-swinger from the look of it. It's good for real-time scores, 100%. That's a weird bounce. Young has to get it clear. Don't really understand that touch. Forrest gets taken down. Referee isn't interested. Morris has it. Skips past Bernardo. Still a break down that side. Really good break as well. And they've got an overlapping pass there. Ball across is dangerous again. And I'll tell you what, 2 big opportunities into the box for Aberdeen in about 90 seconds to start the half. And it shows exactly where their intentions are. Lovely ball for Dorrington. Someone really could have been on the end of that. Good pop up. Celtic are immediately kind of trying to force some form of pressure there. They haven't really changed too much. Aberdeen, it's a good switch over there. Jensen has it. Morris cuts it back. That could have been a good ball. Brilliant interception for Schlupp, but he's put himself under pressure there. Not ideal, lads. Aberdeen have it again. Morris tries to go inside. Trusty does a lot better with a step in this time. Forrest has it. Tries to get past his man, and for the second time just gets bodied up way too comfortably there for Clarkson. What's your thoughts on the possibility? To be fair, I've not really looked into who the only one that I've seen is that like the fucking Ancelotti's son, which I mean fair enough, I guess. I don't know. I would have thought because of Warnock or something they would have changed things up. He was in the crowd a few games ago. That's a good ball for Ralston. I'll tell you what, Aberdeen have opened themselves up big style here. They more or less have like a 3v4. Forrest is taking his man on as well. Good cut across, big opening chance here. Kenny going. Oh, that's a finish. There we go. I think it's McCowan that's got on the end of that one. I'm not sure who it was. It was McCowan on the end of it. Fucking finish, looky. That is well taken, and I'll tell you what, that might be game over. Celtic have their third, and considering the fact all the pressure was going one way, Celtic just waltz up the other side and a very simple counter-attack. And again, it's a lovely assist from Forrest again. Falls to McCowan. Honest, that touch was beautiful. Because the first one absolutely sails his man. It gives him that time to just set himself up to find the near post. Can't really blame Maitov. He spreads himself big, but it's just always going to be hit hard and high above his head. Brilliant finish for Luke though. And we're back. What we need to be 3-1. That's fabulous. Gives us a little bit of a cushion in a match that could get a little bit uncomfortable. So that's good for us. Fabulous. Yes. Genuinely really well taken, that finish, man. I couldn't have put it better myself, Jay. Genuinely. Good striker's finish. Like the one touch to set himself up, buys him that extra time just to pick his spot. Excellent. Oh, and it's still dangerous here. Aberdeen will try and engage a chase. Well, they need at least 2. They know if they lose this game, then it's pretty much a guaranteed lockout, unless obviously Cimarron switch things up and grab 2 against Hibs. That's another ball through space, and Kenny nearly gets in the fucking end of that one. Unlucky, lad. Unlucky. No more goals until your James who gets a hat trick. Free my boy! Well, even if he doesn't score this season, we can always say he's got a goal contribution in every season that he's played in. I mean, 2 great assists this match. You can't take anything away. That's a great ball forward for Aberdeen, though. Chance for them. And they just try and do too much in the box as well. They've kind of got the same thing that happens with us when we get into the final third. They just don't know what to do once they're in that actual like final 18, 25 yard kind of space. Loose touch, Celtic gets the ball back and we're just able to kind of play it from the back. Although again, they put pressure on there. That's a big giveaway. Chance for Aberdeen. Shot from Aberdeen, saved by Sinisalo. Still dangerous, spilled across, cleared away at the second attempt. And Schlupp will eventually get there for the third bite of the cherry to get it clear. Jesus Christ, that could have been awkward. That is lovely for Yang. Oh, that touch for Yang. This is what I'm talking about, man. His first touch is so much better. Kenny's been taken out there. But I think Maitov might have got enough on the ball. The Irishman was up on his feet real quick, so should give you an indicator. Shinny's not going to chase that one down whatsoever, and it's going to be a Celtic throw, and Maitov does not have it. Do you think Kalmack will get a testimonial? Oh yeah, absolutely. I think that will come usually after like they leave the club or they retire, right though. But absolutely, he'll be guaranteed one. Any Celtic captain is always guaranteed a testimonial. 3 more to beat the Lions record though. That'll be interesting to see if we do. We've got, what, 40 minutes left of this one. Trusty's down. That's interesting. He's stayed down as well. Him and Nisbet are both wincing. I guess they must have collided off the ball from that pass. Let's see. Ah, yeah, the good old kneecap to kneecap. That's the good old dead leg scenario. Goddamn, ow. I can't complain about the way that we've played so far. I think Trusty might be one of the cheat. What? It's another loose pass, lads. Fuck's sake. Good for the skipper to get it into space. And I tell you what, now we have a chance to break. Aberdeen got caught out cold there. Out to Forrest. Go on, son. Have a shot. Forrest! Oh, it's a safety. Maitov, and Kenny tries to be too clever on the rebound. James. James. No. That was the chance, man. He did so well. The touch inside was great. It's a great save, to be fair, from Maitov. He has to have his leg outstretched there, otherwise that's just going to creep in. He wants his goal. Come on, Forrest. Oh, lovely touch for Yang again. Jesus Christ. It's like it held what we were saying at half time. Aye. Realistically, he'll probably get it for 15 years of service or something like that, right? It was the chance on a Pernod. Absolutely was, my guy. Can't complain about it too much, but it's still heartbreaking when you consider the fact that he could have got that in there. Happy that McCowan got a goal. Oh, we all love McCowan. McCowan's a baller, man. I've been speaking very high praise of him since the start of the season, but they've just stepped out again here. Good shit for Yang. What a pass. Good shit for Yang. That is brilliant. Okay, chance for us again here. Cross, good. Kenny! Yes, sir! There we go, big man! 2 goals in 8 minutes from the second half, and this game is done. That is very nice to see. Well-placed header. Brilliant counter-attacking football, and you've got to give credit to Yang for building that up, because he was surrounded by a sea of red, and he played through that like it was non-existent. Oh, that is beautiful, man. Absolutely fucking stunning football right there. You've got to give credit to Yang, because that ball was pristine. Opens up the space, gorgeous. And I'll tell you what, the ball in, equally just as beautiful. And Kenny's header, very calm, very composed. Lovely engine on that cross as well, man. Just perfectly dainty. Can't take anything away from that. McCowan's having a great game. And Kenny's now getting involved in the play. That is a solid header too, man. Doesn't try and be fancy with it. Just plants his head on it. Gets the nut. Oh, fucking excellent stuff, man. Absolutely great goal. There we go. We have an Irishman that's effective in front of the net. Who would have guessed? Forrest running and trying to chase the keeper down behind us. That's great. Oh, apparently it's 2-2 between... Okay, hold on. We have an update. Let's check. Thank you for the update, Caden. Let's have a gander and see. Well, so Johnston have also pulled one back against Hearts. So it's not fully done for them either, by the way. One will go for them and they could technically still survive. Rangers are 2-1 up. They just maybe have... I think they might have just literally scored like in that same type there, but they're 2-1 up against... And there, St Mirren have pulled themselves back in it. So, I mean, Aberdeen will be pissed off because this pretty much guarantees that they can't be caught. Like, oh, that is bad for them. Putting on an absolute show, mate. Couldn't have said it better myself. The more you know, the more you know. Back to this screen, there we go. Beautifully said, Shardo, beautifully said. Well, I mean, my 3-2 prediction has gone to shit, but I don't mind. We're playing some good stuff, and again, this is like our B team. Oh, Forrest tried the nice little kind of inverted pass into space. It didn't work out that time, but can't fault it too much. Very nice on a Palmer. Bring on the memes! Instead of that, bring on the wall! Oh wait, hold on, speaking of walls, that's a good block for Aberdeen and they've got a chance to break forward. Good header. Trusty's been a lot more calm, but Navritsky's had a very good game at the back, man. So, always been in the right place. And I'll tell you what, some of the Aberdeen fans have actually left the stadium. It's like noticeably less packed. I think a few of them have decided to just beat the traffic and head home early. Slip's just been wiped out there. Yellow card's been brought out for Guahi there, I believe. Yeah, just a straight pull on the neck. That's a yellow card and then some. So a few other players in the book now. All mostly through the central part of the pitch as well. That's not going to be too good, but Noster's off. They're going to make a change at the back. In fact, 2 changes are coming on. We'll confirm who they are, but one of their centre backs has left the pitch. It looks like it might be that Mackenzie fellow that's came on. I'm not too sure. But McCrory is the other change, I believe. So I think Shinny's been taken off as one of the changes as well. Oh, good step to the side there. Yang's playing a lot better this half. Holy Christ, lovely ball forward. Could have been into space, good interception in fairness. Morris has it, has to break away though. He's surrounded by seas of green and white. That's a lovely pass through the leg zone. There's a move forward. It was Mackenzie and Milner that came on. Right, that makes sense. Just wondering who the other centre back was. That's a good ball out to space, and there is a chance down that left hand side. Mackenzie's first few interactions with the ball is to get bodied out by Ralston. Good shit, big man. And he gets bundled over, and that's going to be a foul, and the Aberdeen fans are not happy at all, but it is 100% a foul. Yeah, genuinely. Someone's raging. Heart in the field. No. That's how you know they're incensed. They're throwing away their wool. You saw many of Kerry's goals in Europe this season, but don't remember a header. Well, maybe Hyder's teaching them how to do that at the very least. But wait, fuck off. St Mirren are 3-2 up, man. If Hibs actually... No way. Hibs have Hibsed it? Shocking. Well, I guess it will go to the last day decider then. Although, to be fair, goal difference could now be a factor. I mean, we've got 3 up against Aberdeen. They're only down by 1. It's a good ball out in any space. Played in towards Yang. Good roll out to the side. Ball in is dangerous and it's cleared away. Could have been something there. Calm enough though. Step in for Forrest is alright. It's been intercepted. Hope we don't keep Mick. I hope we keep him. I was going to say hope we don't keep him. As long as he's an alright, like backup defender to have at the very least. That's a weird ass ball for Aberdeen. I think that's just going to sail over everybody and out. Right there, man. Nice to see you. You're not heard in ages. I don't know what the last stream you would have been to, Chief, but nice to see you. Hope you're having a one. Apparently there is a VR check on for that 3-1 Rangers goal. Well, the only reason that game was interesting is if Dundee won it, it kept it kind of interesting, because Aberdeen could have theoretically been caught. That's going to be a... I was going to say it should be a foul for us there, right? Maybe a throw-in at the very least. I think we've got a throw-in, so that's not too bad. He's immense at Rovers. You're a Derry City man. He was a menace to handle. Interesting. Do we need to have another check? Oh, there's a check for the... Oh, okay, so it might be 2-2 in that match. Johnston! I totally just missed it. Rio and Johnston are coming on. I just seen Johnston out the corner of my eye. He's back. Let's go. McGregor's came off, which is a bit of a surprise. So, it'll be intriguing to see where he fits in. But the co-captain returns with the armband around his shoulder. And my God, does he look ready to fuck shit up. Nice to see you, big man. That man could literally lose a leg and he'd still recover in 5 weeks. Lovely ball. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Forrest. Lays it off again. Shot. It's actually not that bad. Give him credit with his due. Kenny tries to hassle Maidov just in case of the spillage. Rio immediately try to get involved with the goals. Oh, it's been chopped off. Oh, they've been saved a wee bit then. Interesting. Last stream you remember was the first derby of the season. Jesus Christ, there was a Champions League game. That tells you how long ago it was, man. It's been at least a few months in. Well, it's nice to see you, lad. I hope you're enjoying yourself. How are things? Things aren't looking great for us here, actually, because there's a chance for them to get something. Ball in is half dangerous, but once again, Navritsky says no fucking thank you, gets his leg in front of it and gets it away. Oh, now they're trying to break into the box again. Big deflection, just about cleared. Is there a shot? Oh, it still is awkward, lad. Big deflection again, cleared away. Aberdeen are still in a dangerous spot. But eventually they're going to be played back. You'd be fucking fuming if you were a Saints fan. It wasn't even given for offside. It's a foul on the build-up leading to the goal. And you tell you what, it's so fucking soft. That's unbelievable. I guess I'll catch it on the highlights later on, man. But, fair enough. So Hibs haven't Hibsed it yet. The SFA have SFA'd it. There's always something. That's like kind of loose cross strain in the hands of the keeper, calm enough. AJ's the best thing to come out of Canada since Gordon Lightfoot. Fair enough, honestly. Well, you imagine with added time included, there's probably about half an hour in this game left. Pretty convincing from us, man. Very, very solid second half performance so far. We always have been a second half team. That's just kind of how we've done things. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, he'll do as well, Samantha. Always some controversy in Scottish football. Always has to be something, man. Of course, in a very crucial match day where things have to go right, apparently they've got something wrong. Referees' inconsistencies have always kind of caused a few problems, especially in scenarios like this. Oh, that's a lovely ball from Boliversa, to be fair, out towards that far side. Mackenzie keeps it in check. Keskinen rolls it back into space. Milner switches it across. Dorrington under pressure there, does well to get it away. Morris has it, does fucking brilliantly get it past as well. Chance for Aberdeen, far side shot in towards the kind of near post, and tell you what, Sunnasalo was not going to have too many problems just getting on the end of it. Very kind, Samantha, very cool. Isn't he? Jeez, I think he has like a... I think he does have family lineage that puts him in Northern Ireland, maybe. But he's a Montreal man, for what I know. Consistent inconsistencies. Yes, pretty much. That's a good way to describe this game. At least from Aberdeen's perspective. We've been, you know, inconsistently consistent. But when we've had our moments, we've actually played very good. I love the fact that he tried to thread that through for Kenny there. Two goals in 6 minutes as well. At least that VAR check was happening. Jesus Christ. Get it right up, you McInnes. Well, I'm guessing that they must have conceded in their match then. Don't think Thielen will be too happy with the way that his boys have played in this one. I'll say that for sure. Might as well have a little check while this is out of play. See if there is any, especially between County and Dundee, because again... Oh shit, yeah, Motherwell have scored 3. Armstrong, Slattery and Armstrong. Jeez. Oof. They've capitulated. It's 3-1 between Rangers and Dundee United. Raskin scored to add to that one. Still 2-2 between St Mirren and Hibs as well, so very interesting. I'll say that for free. Fabulous on a Permo. Good to see. It's going to be cleared all the way out from the back. Let's see where this one goes. Played short and inside. One ball over the top, I suppose. I mean, Schlupp's just going to kind of steady the ship and play that back, I'd imagine. He does indeed. Sunnasalo. Simple pass inside. Good switch across. Calm and composed. Love that for Johnston. Just keeps it intently close to himself. Forrest rolls it back into the centre. Back space. Switched across all the way to the far side. Slip back in towards Trusty. Just going left to right here. Good pass in for Nowitzki. Just again 1-2 stuff and then back towards the big pole. Switched in. Could be a run here for Sloppy. Sees an open run, gets it towards Yang. I love the pop pass as well, very calm. Slip still has it as well, but does eventually lose out there, and there's a potential break for Aberdeen. Can they get something? Oh, Shankle, Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's been a slow burner. I mean, from the end of last season, I think it was, give or take, I had that about that much. Looks like they've got some changes coming on late on for this one, 67 minutes. I mean, this is when I fucking said Forrest would score. Let it happen, please. It'd be so funny if it did. To be fair, dyslexic, this is like the kind of last few games that I'm doing this like full time, like every match. After this season, I dial it back a good amount and pretty much not necessarily retire from it, let's say, but semi-retire. That's a good ball in towards Bernardo. Played out towards that far side. There could be a break in here. He could roll it across. Go for it, son. Nice. Decent attempt. I don't disrespect it. Young's done okay to retain it, though. Rio has it. Have a shot. Opts to hold it up. Plays it back. Good crisp football there. Nice. Johnson's going to have to put the bundles on to get there. Does a good enough job of it. The ball in isn't actually that bad either, but it's going to sail over everybody. And Aberdeen put themselves under needless pressure. They give the ball away, and we in turn give the ball straight back. A little silly there, but fair enough. You can respect the idea. Trusty gets the head up. Gathered, stole back by Slot. Brilliant step in challenge as well, and it's opened them up big style. Chance across the face of the box here. Cleared away by Milner at the back stick. Corner kick for Celtic. Decent football all around there. It's nothing like that, man. It's just because I want to get some shit in order in terms of actual life. That's all it does. And we've got Daba coming on and McGrath as well. Nisbet and Morris are going to be the two that take off the field. Can't actually say Morris has had a bad game, and Nisbet did pop up with their only goal of the match, but well, I guess we'll see if there's anything there. And it looks like we've got some changes, and they're two very good ones, although it sucks because there is a chance that it might be Forrest gracing the pitch, gracing his exit off the pitch, I should say. But Kenny's going to be the first switch for either. Just a straight switch for Switch, tall Irishman for even taller Irishman. And Kuhn will either be coming on for Yang or Forrest. I'm curious to see which one. I'd imagine it would be Forrest. Looks like it is Yang. Yep, Yang and Kenny are off. Ida and Kuhn are on. When Rogic left or when Kyoko left? I would say, for me, Rogic, because he left on good terms. When Kyoko left, it wasn't really that well liked, let's say. He made his opinions quite clear about what he felt about us. Oh, chance. Far side. Shot near post is half dangerous, and again, can't really fault it for McCowan. He could have put a bit more power on it, maybe. Carmen off Dorrington across to Milner. Let's say Aberdeen have had a bit more productivity in the second half, which is ironic because of the fact they've not been anywhere near as effective. Leighton Clarkson you'd have at Celtic. I mean, I can't really argue with it. They've got a few decent alright players at Aberdeen. That'll be Morris ain't half bad either, to be honest. Kyoko just left without saying. Well, it was more or less what he said after he left that kind of soured the taste for us. I still have a lot of love and respect for Kyoko for who he was as a player, but he chose to leave. That's be his call. Oh, awkward. Like that either, just engaging on the chase down. I mean, it's 20 minutes, I'll be curious to see if he pops up with a goal of his own. But I hope that he's just on to have like extra energy there so he can... Oh shit, that is a big giveaway chance for Aberdeen. Brilliant block from who else? Navritsky, the man in form himself. Like, genuinely, he should start the next match against St Mirren as well. He has been fucking brilliant this game. Spins on his heels as quick as he can, gets across and puts in a brilliantly timed... Just excellently timed block, I should say. Yeah, Ren's just this because the manager that signed him got sacked like about 3 weeks after he joined, so there was just no place for him. A little unlucky. You got your poster signed, well there you go, not too bad then. Oh, half chance for Aberdeen, still potentially dangerous. Second cross in's nowhere near as bad. That's going to be a weird touch though. Calm for Paolo, we respect it. Sent forward and there's a chase down. Kuhn will just hassle it. I mean, it'll be interesting because Kuhn's playing on the left and usually we're so used to seeing him do cut-ins. But if he's just going to be rotating that. Forrest and him are just, yeah, they're kind of just doing this depending on what they're needed for, which is always nice to see. Good ball into space here. They have to move it though. Mackenzie's open on that right hand side if he wants to switch it, and does eventually. And Mackenzie kind of takes it, runs down that left overlap, and it takes a big deflection, so there is that. They'll have a half chance to do something at least, but most of their I mean, actually thinking about it, most of their chances in this half have pretty much been from set pieces. Novritsky putting in a performance that his fellow countryman Boris would be proud of, absolutely. It's my total life changer to say what you want to. Exactly. That's the part that confuses me, man. You're well loved, you're scoring goals, you're thriving, you're playing Champions League football. Your career CV looks absolutely fucking stacked because of the trophies you're winning, and you trade that away to go and play for a team that's like mid. No disrespect to Rennes or anything, but they're not like a classic European powerhouse. I mean, we aren't either, I guess, by modern standards, but we're always there at the very least. It'd make it nice to see how we've been playing. Pretty fucking good for the most part. No, Revitsky's down. Please, don't let it happen. You cannot fucking do this. The second I'm like, he should start next game, he gets injured. Did he get studied? He got studied. That's just going to be a sore one. Then McCowan gets caught in the studs as well. Everyone's getting studied, man. You had Novritsky down, McCowan's down. I mean, McCowan's at least kind of on his feet. He took the sore one, I guess, after Mackenzie there. But as I was saying, pretty decent. 95th minute and penalty Ross County. Well, there you go. I think we've actually played quite good, Megan, for the most part. Much better second half. The first half was a bit defensively at times, but some good goals. Can't really complain, so I can't actually fault it whatsoever, man. It's been pretty decent from start to finish. A couple of weird-ish moments here and there, but you can't expect that every now and then for the way that we kind of play, I suppose. You hope County miss. Well, it's massive for the bottom of the table, I'll say that much. Don't know, I should probably check on my phone, right? They've scored it. Hale's just equalised. It's 1-1 in that game. Oh, St Johnstone might be relegated. That genuinely might be all she's wrote. Yeah, I think it does. St Johnstone are out. That's it. They're the ones that are going to be sent down. But to be fair, I mean, County, if they manage to grab another one somehow, then they'd actually be putting themselves in a chance to maybe, just maybe, steal that like 10th spot and avoid the playoffs entirely, but don't think that's going to happen now either, to be honest. See what other scorelines are happening. Yeah, it's full time between Hearts and St Johnstone. They're officially relegated 100% now. Rangers managed to win 3-1 at full time in their match, and it's still going on between St Mirren and Hibs. I've got it open on my phone on the side just in case. We've still got about 14 minutes, give or take, in this game to play out as well. Yeah, 4 very different goal scorers, but 4 very good goals as well. I mean, specifically the last one was beautiful. Was Kenny's goal good? It was a classic near post flick on header, but the build up to it was beautiful. Yang's pass through was superb, genuinely fucking brilliant to watch. Can't catch up now. Well, unlucky it's St Johnstone. I kind of have a soft spot for them in some aspects, but you can't take anything away from it if you've been that bad over the course of the whole season. Unlucky for them, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. And what's sad is that they get replaced by fucking Livingston, most likely. That's got to be a foul, surely, referee. Unless he's... Bruh. Okay, well that's a bit harsh. Dorrington's been sent off. It's a foul, but I don't think it's a red card. I mean, I guess it is like a... there is contact, it is a foul, it's one of those ones, like, is it red card worthy? Like, I know he was on a yellow, that's probably why, but still, like, that's very fucking soft. Aberdeen are going to be down to 10. Although I don't get why they took fucking Noster off and not him when they knew he was on a yellow from like the first minute of the game, basically. Well, it seems like Hibs have been doing a lot of the holding on in the second half. We do have a free kick opportunity here. It'd be nice to see us slap one top bins. You got, I just, fuck it man, get Forrest on it. Even though we can't really have free kicks, just get Forrest on it man for vibes. Oh my god, Jesus Christ, I just checked that. Thank you to everyone that subscribed, very kind. Decent chunk of change there for you all, thank you very much. Valentos I'll be raging. Yeah, honestly, very soft decision considering the amount of fouls they've gotten away with. Here's the free kick though. Big ass deflection, and we'll just let it bounce out for a corner most likely. We'd do it. Will they see Kenny on loan again to another Premier League team or a team down in England? He needs consistent game time. I'd say fuck it and send him out to the MLS. You always get good development out there. Keep him and let him cook in pre-season. Nah, to be fair, always a good shout as well. You could do that and see if it's like a Kuhn situation where he wakes up, you know, manages to grab like a brace or something, fully wake up, man. Devlin's on for Keskinen, so they're going more defensive. I think they're playing for goal difference, which is very silly to do, but fair enough, I guess. Played across. All I want is a Forest goal. That's good for Rio. Ball in, ain't half bad either. Two of them were, I mean, you had Nowitzki and Ida, they're both having a laugh about it because both of them tried to go for it and neither succeed. Very silly, but nonetheless we move. Only if we get a proper striker option. Yeah, pretty much. Like if we get fucking Chris Gordon or Ryan Idis, whoever it is, then yeah, send them out on loan again 100%. If not, it's always good to keep him. And McCardle's going to get some minutes off of McCowan, so that'll be interesting. We've got a literal child on the pitch. It'll be interesting to see how he plays. 10 minutes against a kind of tired and leggy Aberdeen side. Maybe he gets something. I mean, McCowan deserves a wee round of applause, man. He was very good today. I think it's at least a goal and at least an assist. A goal and an assist minimum. Chance for Aberdeen to do something here, but you've got tons of green and white shirts there. The subs game's still going, probably because of that VAR check. You'll get about 6-7 minutes. Definitely makes it interesting for the rest of the season, because again, you look at the table, it's a little gander at this one. Yeah, Hibs would be, right now as it stands, 4 points clear with 1 game left, so unless St Mirren can score right at the end, the table will be as is. Hibs will lock in 3rd and Aberdeen will finish 4th place. So they're just praying basically that there's a very late goal in Paisley for a team in black and white. Let's see what McCardle does with his first few touches. Calm enough, right into Bernardo. Back to Nowitzki. I mean, as much as everyone else has been good, I really want to give Nowitzki man of the match just because he has been genuinely really good to watch. Oh, that's a lovely pass chance. Rio. Oh, that's lovely. Good save, my top. That was a genuinely gorgeous move. Ida really should have had a goal there. You can't take anything away for the shot because it was actually very well struck. Just equally well saved by Maitov. And Kuhn's just been dragged down there. Referee doesn't seem to be interested. The hands have kind of came out from all the Celtic players. Definitely looked like there was a hand on him for sure. It'd be good to keep it around, but you'd rather see him get a full season of game time. Yeah, I think that's probably why it makes sense to bring him out on loan. But again, that's if we sign the additional strikers that we need to. Oh, is that another foul? It is. Rio's been the one caught there. Simple communication too, right? Overlapping pass, cross towards the back stick. Oh, he was loitering there. Ball across, cleared away again. It's going to be a throw on the far side. I just want to see them just consistently get it to Forrest now. Every single chance just goes to him. Here we go. Ricardo. Oh, I like the pass. That was actually the right idea. That was very clean. It just probably wasn't foreseen by either there, let's be honest. And Asala will get it from the back. Sunderland will have an interesting battle in the final. Oh, someone's waging. Someone's upset. He's got 666 in his name. Oh, you can tell he's hard because of that alone. Be gone. No one cares, brother. Kerry is a wild card for next season, absolutely. I think he's definitely got some potential there, I guess, but it will depend, obviously, because if we sign someone, then either's going to be a backup to that fucking guy, and he would still be like a third choice. Like, I'd still maybe say getting him out on loan would be pretty interesting. Good ball into space. Ooh. Takes a bounce out and there's a move forward for White. You just want to see how actual champions play, David? Is that what this is? Hope you're enjoying yourself. We do love our tatties, though. Pretty sure like everyone in the world likes potatoes. Irish flags for Kevin, love to see it. There's a breakdown for Forrest here. Oh, slop across the face of the box. Ah, Kuhn just doesn't have long enough legs to get on that one. He should keep it in play though. Does a good enough job of doing so. Decent stuff, Nicholas. McCardle. Kuhn's just been wiped out there. Lovely ball. Forrest's touch is actually loose, but it falls to Schlupp and he fires it as hard as possible. It's always going to be sailing over the ball. Unlucky where it's due there, but maybe could have done a bit better to keep it on target. That would have been nice. No complaints besides that though. Pretty decent all round. McCardle looks really good. Just got honestly, he's got good like what would you call spatial awareness? It's just shown that either chance again. Man, if that had crept in. Yeah, it's still ticking on between Hibs and St Mirren. There's certainly probably a lot of extra drama going on in that game than I think we'd care to realise. Sent forward, high and wide. Schlupp tries to force it against his man, but doesn't necessarily work out there. It's just going to bobble around. Taking out of the byline there, it should be a foul. How old's McCardle? I think he's 19 or 20. Don't quote me on that because I don't honestly know. Whistle is going, it very much has. So, congratulations to Hibs, they're third. And I think they've just got the news at that stadium because you've just seen a bunch of people stand up and leave. Hibs have guaranteed third place. Give them a round of applause, man. Second half of the season was absolutely amazing from them. I don't think they'll complain at all at that. Rio stayed down with something, I guess. I think he's had minor cramp or whatever. I'm not too sure, honestly. But unless Aberdeen can somehow score at least 3 goals in the next, I'd say, 3 minutes and maybe 4 of additional time, it's going to be game over. I mean, Rio's still down on the side of the pitch. At least they get to have a good honest crack. I mean, finishing third's never a disrespectful thing whatsoever, man. Give them credit where it's due. And I think you can see it get to the Hibs players because well, not the Hibs players, sorry, the Aberdeen players, because they're just hacking out and slashing at every challenge now. I think they realise that the game's a bogey. I don't think they'll be too disappointed because again they'll still, I mean technically right, they should still be fine. Yeah, I mean, it's up in the air, right? Like, who's Aberdeen's last match against? Dundee, ironically enough. Yeah, it will just be a straight shootout between Aberdeen and Dundee for 4th spot. If Dundee manage to beat them, they manage to take 4th. So, I mean, Aberdeen can still finish 5th. That's insane. If I said at the start that Aberdeen had, they would have been in 2nd, 100%. Can't take anything away from how good they've got, especially over the last 4 or 5 months in terms of form. There's all the seagulls out. That's them picking and scavenging the remains of Aberdeen's season, which has basically gone up in smoke. And to be fair, this is a really good tester battle for what's to come as well, because obviously we know what's to come after this. And we've got Submarine on the final day, and then of course we've got these cunts again. Oh, that's a good shot, good save again. Fuck's sake, McCardle nearly got one on the board there. Head in his hands. Oh, he deserved that too. That would have been a lovely finish. But this is a good tester for the cup final to come in. I mean, if this is us with our B team, it's going to be a long cup final for them. Potentially, Paolo goes for range, and it's always going to be sailing over, but I respect the fact that he went for it. Hey, then Chateau, nice to see him again. I think we're definitely losing 1 or 2 starters. Yeah, Rio and Maeda most likely. I've seen all the rumours that have came out between those two. Tate is fucked. I mean, aye, the man has run himself into the ground, and that's been nice about it. I'm going to close this down now because I've no reason to have it. And we've only got 4 additional minutes to see through. Once it's done, it's done. And the stands have emptied pretty quickly, but you can hear a lot of noise in one particular part of the stadium. I'm going to let you guess which one that is. But overall, very, very convincing. I think they'll be quite disheartened because I think, obviously, you know, if St Mirren managed to get those 3 points against Aberdeen, against Hibs, sorry, then Aberdeen would have had like a half chance to maybe steal 3rd spot in the last day, but it's going to 100% go Hibs' way. 4 point gap now, so they cannot be caught. And Celtic will just get to see this one out in style. It'll take us above 90 points. It's a lovely ball forward for Ryder. Good touch as well. Nice. Can't actually follow that. As a half crack as well. Not actually too bad either. Get you credit where it's due there, son. At least you tried. Could have maybe just rolled it off for McCardle, but you can see what he was trying to do there. I mean, give Forrest his credit, mate. He's done alright. 2 assists, some decent opportunities, a couple of good shots. I did indeed, Flash. I mean, Carter Vickers I can see leaving. Johnston, if he does, I'll actually cry. I like Johnston too much to see him leave, man. It would suck. It would absolutely fucking suck if we lost him. 7.5 to 8 million. 8.5 million would be fantastic, man. That basically covers Chris Gordon's transfer fees. Think about it. I call that good business all round. Plus, I mean, Frimpong joining Liverpool would be class. We've got a minute and a half left here. Is there a late surgeons for maybe a 5th? We do love a 5-1 scoreline. And honestly, we could have had about 6 or 7 this match, realistically. Some good saves from Aitov, a couple of close missed opportunities, and a couple of scuff shots. Yeah, we've been much comfortably the better team in this one. It's hard to argue against it. I mean, give Aberdeen some credit because they've managed to get some shots away in the second half, a lot more in the second half than the first, but when you kind of 4 goals down, I mean, you can, yeah, like the cameraman's just panning around because there's more seagulls now there than I think there are actual Dons fans. clear it away. Sounds your touch good. Oh, lovely header actually. And the ball back through is very clean as well. There could be a potential last second chance. Late shot. Whipped across, big deflection, and I think it's a throw in on the far side rather than a corner. Got close with the eye, Diamond and Crosted. Oh, what a touch. Nice for McCardle. Holds it back across. Paolo goes into space. Nice touch. Lovely control. Kuhn. Lovely take. Good control. Good shot. Spilled. Yes! It's in the back of the net. And it's Adam Ida with another tap in. Tap in. Merchant comes in clutch again. It's 5. Like I said, we love a 5-1 scoreline. Let's fucking go, man. What a way to end it. I think there might be a check to see if he's offside at the back post. But besides that, everything else looks dandy and good. What I would have given for that to fall into Forest, let's see, is Ida onside when the shot goes in? Yes, he is, 100%. No way that will not stand. It's game over, boys, internally and fully. Unlucky lads. Thanks for coming. See you next season. That's just a big kick in the morality for them, especially considering the fact that, again, they're still alive to kind of maintain themselves into 4th, but they have to now basically go to fucking Tannadice and get a result there after a very performance here. Lovely wee ball from McCardle, exactly. Everything about his performance since he's came in is quite nice. And as soon as this ball gets taken off, Rio's fucked his knee. That's not a good sign, but the whistle has gone, and we can fully celebrate. Yes, good shit, man. Right. For those that are new here, and I mean there was a few of you who actually gained a nice little handful, we do always appreciate that. We do this thing where anytime Celtic win we yell very loudly, so here is your warning sign. You know, turn your volume down just a tad. Gentlemen, we win again! Get around the sheep shaggers, let's go again, right, for the boys, for the victory. And for the win. Yes! So, that's good. We take that. Fucking excellent performance, man. Very weird opening 20-30 minutes, but afterwards, pretty fucking decent, pretty snazzy, pretty good all round. Both a way to wrap things up 5-1. That's our final away game of the league season done, and it's finished in style. A good old-fashioned 5-1 victory. Can never argue with that. I mean, we were pretty much a better team for start to finish. 69% of the ball, nice. 25 shots, 14 on target. I pretty much scored every big chance that we had. Pass success rate was pretty good. Can't take anything away for that, and I'm pretty sure we are now 2 goals away from breaking the Lisbon Lions record in terms of goals scored in a season. So, hell, it'll be up to us to kind of put the nail in the coffin and go big on the final day. But I mean, this is as good as it's really as good as a performance as you could ask. Very calm. That's why I always give you the warning. So always kind of have to nowadays, man. Trust me, the one for the final game of the season will be the loudest one yet, man. So just keep that in mind. At least it means you can hear a wee bit better. And Calder impressed with those passes. Yeah, some of his first touch stuff was actually quite nice as well. Looking like a superstar in the making. His passing range is already elite. I think if we could maybe get him in for some minutes in pre-season, we absolutely can take advantage of it. It's just showing Forest going around and applauding the away fans. I feel like Jimmy Thunderland will be too happy with the way his boys played. 5-1 on the day is not exactly good. And again, they still have to get a result, right? Because let's see if Google has at the very least updated the fucking table so I can show you the final day scenarios, but realistically it's not as if there is all that much to play for. Yeah, apparently just likes to be cringe. Whoop. There we go, let's pull up this. There we go, that works. So we do that and we can have a little breakdown here. So obviously these are all the kind of main stats to kind of see here. You can actually get a more kind of revitalised breakdown, 743 passes, all that good shit. But here's the table, and as confirmed, Habs will guarantee themselves third spot. They have pretty much Guaranteed it. Is that you all for the night, Megan? Well, you have a lovely night. You enjoy yourself. Thank you for popping in. We do appreciate that. But Celtic are on 91 points. We just kind of keep ourselves on decent enough pace. I mean, Rangers did the same thing as well, managed to get the job done. So, no complaints there on their part. I mean, Dundee continue their lacklustre streak in the top 5, but nonetheless, I don't think they'll be complaining too much. St Mirren can still technically catch them if they manage to get a result against us, but don't think it's going to happen. To be fully honest with you, very convincing from start to finish from us. I am not going to complain at that whatsoever. Might as well just pull up when the last match is, because we've got 2 more. Got one on the 17th of May, so basically no less than a few days from now, so kind of be aware of that. This will be fixed. I'll kind of move this back into its normal position for that match. So yeah, there is that. We'll absolutely take it. We 5-on-1 on the night on a Wednesday night. Can't he beat it? Exactly that, mate. Exactly that. We take the little victories where we can. I mean, tonight was a big one. 111 goals for. So 3 more against St Mirren if we won by 3. And we've broken a record. And 25 goals against, by the way, is pretty fucking good. Still pretty decent. Not going to complain of that whatsoever. And all that good jazz. Seems to be the internal saying on this channel, things you love to see. I definitely can't complain about that too much. Relatively respectable game all in. That's you all for the night, mate. Absolute pleasure to have you in, Harry. You take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Or rest of your weekend. Week until the weekend. And then we'll see you again on, like I said, the 17th. If you want to join us for that, you're more than welcome to do so, my guy. I mean, it's an early kick-off. We always hate early kick-offs. But if I'm awake for it, I will be there. You know the drill. You're off to play Warzone with the boys. You take it easy. Shall play best of luck, mate. Secure those victories, man. Secure those victories. Do any like a solid honorary thing. Drop at airport for me, specifically the car park. Right, do that, and you'll be blessed with the finest of luck. Yeah, beautiful. There we go. Corrected saying. Walks out. Right, I think I don't really think there's too much else to cover. We've got about 3 or 4 minutes, and then we'll I think we'll wrap this up so I can go and get myself some actual food and things and deal with all the shit that I need to deal with for the rest of today. But I mean, I can't really say too much wrong with that. Again, man of the match wise, I think he can make the case. I'd say Navritsky, honestly. I know they'll probably give it to someone like Forrest for the 2 assists or whatever, or maybe McCowan for his goal and his assist. Well, even Yang would be in for a shout. You can make a case for so many of them, that's the problem. But bottom line, we got the job done, very convincing. I mean, 5 different goal scorers, I believe, as well, if I remember right, which is actually like super satisfying from our perspective that we have goals that come from all over the pitch. Literally, goal for a centre back, goal for strikers, goal for the midfielders, and goals for the wingers. Like anywhere you could ask a goal to come from, we basically got one. Although, to be fair, that red card right at the end of the game probably just took any like additional wind out of Aberdeen's sails, let's be honest. I mean, as soon as we scored right out of the fucking gate in the second half, pretty sure it was written in the stars we were going to win that game comfortably. I mean, I said 3-2 and I was way off, but I'm not disappointed in the slightest. That is the best way to be proven wrong that you can be. And hell, either coming off the bench and grabbing a goal, can't complain. That's what we like to see. A bit more of that for the big man, and we ain't complaining too much. That's very kind of you to say again. You take it easy, my guy. You have a lovely rest of your night. See you on the 17th if you decide to join us. Oh. Yeah, this is the next time that we're live. And I really don't think there's too much to play for. There is a potential where if Aberdeen beat Dundee, St Mirren could beat us and they could leapfrog Dundee. Like there are still minimal things. But in terms of the bottom of the table, it's not as if it's been too particularly good for them either. Let's say, I mean, the bottom of the table you can kind of see it there. I mean, I guess Kukul's just been a bit strange because I've not put things in the right way, but you can see points wise there. County can still technically just about overhop Dundee, but that would require them to lose their last match, which is ironically enough against St Johnstone. So yeah, the more you know, I suppose. But full time here is what we needed. We got the goals. 5-1. Cannot complain. Likewise we here, brother. Likewise we here. Let's get ready to wrap things up then, shall we? We've done all the things that we needed to do. I mean, again, we actually gained a few subscribers as well, which is always appreciated at a late stage season game. I think we took a bump up by about 10 now, so I'm absolutely not going to complain of that in the slightest. We've got a few days to make the thumbnail, basically. We've got tomorrow, the day after, so I'll probably make it on the 16th or something. I'll try and make a point of it to pop into the Discord to kind of conversate with those that are interested in whatever else about the final day preparations and stuff like that. And is, I mean, technically, yeah, that'll be my last league game for this season, so it'll be appreciated if you decide to come and join us and all that good jazz. But let's get the music ready, because we'll be ready to bail out any point now. Smashing. That covers everything, I think. Pretty sure it does anyway. Well, pretty good overall day, I would say then, in terms of football. I've got the result that we needed. I mean, Novritsky was probably my pick for player of the game, but I'm just saying that because I've been wanting to see him play for a while, and of course when we see him he's absolutely sexual, pops up with a whole bunch of nice blocks, can't complain. But from start to finish, every single one of the boys was actually pretty convincing, with the exception maybe of Trusty. Didn't look too convincing, and Ralston had that slightly iffy moment where he didn't really mark the cross, but besides that, I'd say it was about as good as a performance as you can ask for. I hope Rio's okay and that knee injury's hopefully a minor one, so he's still fit for at the very least the cup final. That would be ideal, but you know, I think it'll be a kind of toss up to see if he gets played against St Mirren, and if he does, if it's in the same formation that we played, because that was very convincing for a game, a B team performance. That's why I thought it would have ended 3-2. I thought it would be a lot closer, but our secondary and third players have actually came on and done a fucking excellent job. No complaints whatsoever. If you want to join us for the next stream, you're more than welcome to do so. Like I said, 17th of May, we'll try and be live for about 12:15. That's the kind of goal, but I might be starting a bit later, who knows. You'll just kind of see me around that kind of point in time. We always shout out the people that are in the members. Well, a few of them have kind of unsubscribed or whatever, but we still shout them out regardless. Pops up to them. And yeah, I'm pretty sure the thing covers everything that I need to cover. Like I said, you can catch me again in a few days if you would like to. If you want to subscribe or whatever, if you're watching this as a VOD, then cool. I think that's pretty much everything I need to cover, so let's go. Thank you for watching, thank you for taking the time to do so. If you've been watching this for a little bit or for the whole thing, you're appreciated nonetheless. You can catch us next time, like I said, and of course, we are pretty much as content as we can be. Time to wrap things up, boys. A good 5-1 win, so we know how we can end this one. Celtic are still the best goddamn team on the world. Catch you in the next stream, boys, where we get to lift the trophy. Bye!